Hi there, this is Jacob Nash Algebra Lessons, and this is Unit 5, and this is a lesson on vertical asymptotes, how to find vertical asymptotes. So I already mentioned this in a different video, but as a review, remember an asymptote is basically just a line that you can put on a graph that the actual line of the graph can't go through, and that's the case for this for the rational functions. So if you had a line here and this was your asymptote, which this would be a vertical asymptote because it's vertical, by the way, VA stands for vertical asymptote. So if you had this, then when you had your line, it would have to be like, oh, I guess I'll just go this way. And then it would get to go up like that. Whatever. That's not an accurate example, but that's kind of what an asymptote is. So it's just something that the actual line can't go through. And I'll spell it out for you because you might not be able to tell exactly what I'm saying. Asymptote. That's how you spell it. Okay, so how do you find that? All you have to do is set the denominator equal to 0 and solve. So remember, so far, let's just have an example here. Let's just say that we have the fraction a divided by b. Okay? Just to review, you set, to find the x-intercepts of a rational function, you make a equals 0. To find the y-intercepts, you set x equal to 0, which there would be x's within the a's and b's. And then to find the vertical asymptote, you set b equal to 0. So that's what we're doing. And there's also horizontal asymptotes, but we'll look at that in the next video of how to solve those. So how do we find... Oh, just made that go crazy. How do we find that? Well, I mean, I just said, but let's look at an example. That's what I meant to say. Okay, let's say we had this as our example. If I said you have to set the denominator equal to 0, then we would do this. Then we would find that x equals 2. What would this mean on a graph? We would find where x equals 2, and then you just draw a line that's dotted, and that's your asymptote. Simple. So there could be obviously more complicated ones where you have to factor, but I'm not going to go through that right now because that's not the purpose of this video, but you just set the denominator equal to 0 and you solve. So hopefully this helped, and I'll see you on the next video.